Okay, I just checked if my sound and video and everything streaming is working or not on in YouTube, because I was trying to connect this OBS software which helps to stream videos on YouTube. So there was some technical issue. So sorry about delay in starting. So let's start. So today's workshop is about basic paper folding and origami for beginners. So I will be in this overall workshop. I will be teaching you about the materials that we use. Materials as in what papers to use, what thickness, and the tools, the right tools that to be used, and when to use, and which type of tool has to be used, and in the scales also I can actually just mention the information. So if you are working on small scale or big scale, so how using particular tools or right kind of paper matters. And also in next part I will be taking teaching you about basic folds and the types of folds in origami, which whenever you use make any model or the existing model like traditional models or the models of your own, so you can first practice these basic folds and even paper folding, this a particular tessellation kind of patterns. For that also I will introduce the basic folds for that. And then next I will also talk about how I will actually give a demo for certain folds and pleats, how can we make pleats, and how you can use all this this even the basic foldings patterns you can actually use in your decorations and in some festivals, how we can use this. So that information I'm going to give you in this workshop. So just my live demo. So my next workshop I'm planning, it's completely out of YouTube, but today is just for everyone and it's free to watch from anywhere in the world. So that's why it's on YouTube. And and in the end you can ask me any question if you have, and if you're watching this video in replays, you can ask me any question that you have. Okay, and so just remember that this video is only for beginners and I'll be teaching basic folds and one paper model that I'm going to show in this video, and some more information that I mentioned. Okay, so I'll start with the papers. So in this video I'm going to use these papers, but no, I'll just quickly talk about the papers. So right now I'm using this recycled papers. I usually use recycled papers for my practicing purpose, and if I want to make it use it professionally, I'll go to the shop and make a selections of the papers, thickness and all. So this paper is 100 GSM. Okay, this basic our copy paper and printing paper, it will be around 80 to 120 GSM normal paper, which they call printers. And other than that, this is Japanese origami paper which I bought from Amazon. It's easily available in any stationery shop also. You can just go to the stationery shop. So this is around, must be 80 GSM. So just for practicing basic folds, you can use any kind of fold. Just make sure that you don't use very thick paper, because it will be difficult to crease and fold the and these are the small papers that I'm going to just use it. So right now I'm using this is 22 centimeter 20 by 20 centimeter square paper sheet. For origami models we usually use flat sheet, mostly square sheet of paper, and make the models. And you can break the rules, you can use any size of the paper or any shape of the paper. And this is the A4 size sheet. So we can actually so if you have A4 size sheet at home, you can just, it's just a basic thing, like you just fold like this and diagonally, and just remove this excess part, so you get square sheet of paper. So that way you can use a square sheet of paper for using making origami models. So just make sure to use from 80 JSM to at least 200 JSM. It's fine. Above than that it will be difficult to fold, but the paper size is way big, so you can definitely consider going for 200, 250. It's fine, totally fine. But it will be very easy to fold 80 to 200 JSM, and you just start, when not to use 80 GSM is when paper is too big, and if you don't want any creases or any kind of fold visible, so you can go for handmade papers because they are very soft. So even though you fold, and if you fold, just a small dent happens, so it won't be that visible on handmade papers because it's so soft, soft papers. But if it is on the commercial paper, the dents will be visible. So handmade papers will not go less than mostly not less than 100 GSM. So 80 GSM you get only in commercial papers. So it will be except some Japanese paper which are also available with very thin sheets like rice paper and all, so you can actually go for those as well. So always it's very important to practice and understand how material these papers behaves when you fold or make certain patterns in it. So you will only understand when you actually keep practicing. More you practice, more you better become to understand and connect with the materials that you use. Next is I'm going to show the other tools that I use. So this is very special tool, like if you want to just usually if the paper is thick and it's very difficult to fold, or paper a paper sheet is longer, you have to you can use this kind of spatula. This is also available in Amazon. So it's very so when you fold with this, it will be very fine fold that occurs, right? It's very thin. So when you fold with hand, sometimes when it won't happen with this paper, but when the paper is thick or paper is longer in length, so it's better to use this kind of tool to make fold. So it will be evenly folded. Sometimes when you fold it with hand, so you might not have control in the longer sheets, right? So you cannot actually spread your fingers to longer sheets. So in that case, you can actually use this kit by having control with some other objects as well to holding paper and then fold easily. So have even creasing. When you do with hand, sometimes it won't be that easy. Sometimes you cannot give pressure too much on thick size papers, so you get definite fold crease on this paper, the thick papers. So this is a best tool for that. And then I have this clips. So when you make more intricate origami models or very complex models, so you can use this. So these are very useful. You can keep it handy when you actually try more complex as you go forward and try to make more complex models by looking at some tutorials on YouTube or something. You can keep this handy so that you can hold the folds, you can hold particular fold when you have to fold somewhere else, so it gives you just support to that fold. So we origamists usually keep this paper clips with them handy. And this is I think many the people from architecture background, they actually use this tool to use this make the creasing pattern easily. And also I think for cutting fabrics also, sometimes in fashion designers also use this kind of tool. So this is rotating cutter, it's called. So this is a safeguard on this cutter. So if I remove this, you can actually see this how this blade is made of. So there is a gap in between the cutter, if you see. So when you actually roll this on paper, the paper is not completely cut, okay, let me just try and show you, okay. I'll just remove this just like this, and then I'm just going to fix this. Now see, I'm going to it doesn't cut paper entirely, but it just makes a crease, without folding. So suppose if I cut like this, as in roll like this, it gives me curved crease. See, it's very easy. So the people who wants to experiment or something, or do something very fast, some models when they explore and all, so it's nice. And also if you want to make a big pattern tessellation, so it's actually good. So I don't literally use this. Some people also use it for you can actually tear it also. So sometimes some people I have seen some origamis artists, they actually cut the patterns in between and make some patterns. So that kind of experiment is also possible. See, so I can actually show you. Since it's just basic folds video, I'm not going to show it, but in my future videos in YouTube, I'm definitely going to show those patterns. Where you can actually cut and make very different pattern with with combination of origami and kirigami. So this is the best tool for that, for making crease. Okay, I have to make it safe, so that okay. So I just rotate this and keep it safe for my next use. That's it. And this is the punching tool. I think most of you might have seen with bus conductors in India. You just have to punch the circle if you are using some kind of let's say I have made this paper crane. So if I want to make a dangler or some kind of if I am using repetitive these paper birds cranes, and I can actually put a thread in it and make a continuous dangler with which we also call toran. We can actually put a decoration by repeating the same this origami models, making this, putting the thread in it, and we can make a long kind of decoration and to decorate your things, so you can use this tool. This is very handy. Just to I can give you example that this when we make paper lanterns. In the paper lanterns also, when there are like flaps, like too many flaps, more than 12, like just repetitive flaps, you can use this tool and tie with a thread, which actually gives you nice round, because the other side of it will be open and one side of it will be closed, and you can put a bulb inside. So those kind of things also you can do with this paper folding and origami. So this is majorly I use it for my paper lanterns and making that dangler for decorations. So these are the main tools that you have to use. Sometimes I also wanted to share one more thing. So let's say you are I mostly showed you how to fold by hand right till now. So sometimes you can also fold with just a ruler. So you can use ruler for folding, creating temporary folds, because it's sometimes to have that straight line, we can without having a reference of the point, ruler can help you to make that fold, and then you can finally secure that fold by again pressing again with your hand, either with your hand or that spatula that I showed you. Yeah, that's it. So these are the tools and materials that for essential for basic paper folding and practicing basic paper origami models. And next I'm going to show you the basic folds. So I'm just clearing the space so that you can only see what I'm making. Okay, so so the paper fold basic folds, there are two main basic folds that I can show you first. So first is, if one is, when I fold like this becomes a valley fold. Okay, for you okay, this is, when you see like this, it's a valley fold like this, but the fold is outwards. This is mountain fold. Okay, so basically I wanted to show two main folds, which are basic folds like mountain fold and valley fold, because mountain fold just because it looks like mountain, and this is valley. So these are main two folds, and then I'm going to show with square sheet of papers about basic origami folds. So first I'm going to show you the reverse fold. So take one sheet of paper, and so whenever you fold, take this top points against away from you. This point should be away from you, and the fold, wherever you're folding, it should be near you. It should be on your side. So you start folding. Okay, and then once you have that, I'm just going to fold here randomly without taking any as in the reference. So when I fold over here, and I'm going to make a reverse fold, so it will be either inwardly reverse or outwardly reverse. So this is when I am actually inserting this inside. So I fold, after folding I fold it here, and then I fold over here. So this is inside reverse fold, inwardly reverse fold, and then I'll show the other side. I fold over here, and rather than inserting, I'm making these folds. I'm actually turning this paper to make that fold. This is called okay. Okay, sorry, I folded like this. I had to fold like this, the opposite way of it, and then this is outside reverse fold. So this is inside, this is inside, and this is outside reverse fold. So there is first type of fold that I showed you now, reverse fold, which is inside. This one is inside, this is outside. This is one of the basic folds of origami. And then second, I'm going to show a rabbit ear fold. I hope you can see it clearly. So I fold. Once I fold that, I'm going to make fold here and then here. So I divided the paper diagonally because I can have a reference of this line, so that I can have this fold by aligning this side on this diagonal. So now I'm using these folds to make a rabbit fold. Rabbit ear fold. So this is called rabbit ear fold, which you can see right here. This is rabbit ear fold. Okay. So what I did, I divided the sheet and took these papers together, and this remains excess, which I can fold till this corner here, and this excess part, folded part, is basically called the rabbit ear fold. And next is I'm going to show you a squash fold. I'm folding paper in half, both diagonally and perpendicularly. So I got these folds together, and I take this one flap and by aligning the center line with the center line inside, I get, and this is called squash fold. This is squash fold. Okay. And now I'm going to show you the petal fold. Which is, I think, all the combination of almost all folds that I shown you, which I had to use now. Now taking this flap and folding by aligning this side and the center line. I'm taking both sides, okay, both flaps together. By joining them together, I'll crease over here. Then I reopening it, and then the points which I got here after folding, I'm folding right here by aligning by combining them. Now I'm going to use all these creases to make the petal fold. So I'm just lifting this up by keeping this together, lifting this up and folding it inside, and this is nothing but the petal fold. And this fold is used widely a lot in origami to usually make birds and animals, because it starts with symmetry, and then you can go creative after that by folding and by going complex, making model like that. So this is petal fold. Okay, so now I shown you reverse fold, rabbit ear fold, squash fold and petal fold. Okay, so these are the main 4 origami paper folds, type of folds that I show you now. And next I'm going to show a linear paper fold, which you can make make tessellations. This basic paper folding on this linear just long paper sheet, or this by using the linear paper folds you can actually fold the fabric as well, so it's widely used in fashion and also in architecture. So I use that. So also you can make amazing flowy kind of pattern and big decorations as well. So for that I'm taking this A4 size sheet, and for linear folds there is no kind of rule, like in origami you don't have to use square sheet of paper, you can use any length of paper. So to show you this folds, I'm going to just divide this paper into half and just keep here. Okay, so this is one single sheet now that I'm going to use. So divide paper into half. So if you have seen my basic paper folding video on my channel as well, I start with this linear folds. So now I'm just give you a quick demo, since this video is for basic folds and for beginners. So first I divided paper into half, then start dividing each section into half. So now I'll make of 2 parts, I'll make 4 parts, and then now of 4 parts I'll make 8 parts by dividing them in half, each part in half. So how do I fold this one? So take this reference 1 and leave that, and start with this fold 1 2, the second fold, and take this side and align on the second fold. So so I fold here and 1 2. So I had to open this, and this side I will align over here to divide this third part, and then this part I'm going to fold. For that I'll use from this side. First I'll divide this part, first part, and then take this part and start calculating from here. 1 2 and align. Okay, 1 2. So now I divided this paper into 8. Like that you can divide this paper from 8 to 16, 16 to 32, 32, 64, then 128, like that. It just goes in twice numbers. So I'll quickly try to do that, okay, for you. An interesting part of these folds are you can actually reverse them to make, you know, valley mountain kind of combination. So these are now just in one side fold, right? So if you see, just so I can actually turn them into mountain valley alternate folds by actually folding like this. So benefit of folding like this, you get equidistant parts, you know, all parts will be equal. This is linear fold. Okay, this is the basic fold that I want to show you, and upon that how you can go creative to make your own patterns. So that I will show. Okay, so these all sides are equal, right? So now if imagine this size is small and then you fold like that, so nothing but you will get pleat. So I'll just quickly show that also. So if I divide this paper into 8 parts, quickly I'll divide the paper into 8 parts. Now right now I divide it into 4. I'm not just showing you a single fold, because if I show in, you know, repetitive folds and do a pattern, then you will understand how creative you can go with this. So as I said, I'm going to fold. I'm not going to fold in the centers now, not going to divide the same shape equally. Rather than that, either what you can do is you can actually measure with the scale or ruler, maybe 1 centimeter on each of this part, and then you fold. I'm just doing it manually to show you as a demo. So you can either use a ruler, draw. First you draw and then you get a fold. That also you can do. And then I fold. So these folds are nothing but you get pleats. These are called pleats pattern. Pleats fold. So if you see this, these are called pleats. Okay. So you can collect them together, and if you imagine, if you fold it, by holding all of them together, you get this frill. You get really nice frill, and paper turns when you fold. It actually turns because of the hyperbolic nature of it, of folds, because the sheet of paper or plane gets hyperbolic nature because of folding many times. It actually turns. So if I actually make more folds, it will turn more, it will have more curvature. So you can actually see my more videos on curve folding, how paper behaves when it's folded multiple times. Okay, so this is pleats fold, and you can actually just go creative with it. You can, so if you take one square sheet of paper, and if you make pleats on it, and you can just fold in center like this, you can actually get a leaf kind of a pattern. So you can actually cut out as well if you want a leaf or something like that, or if you want heart, and you want to show pleats on it, pleats pattern with heart shape. That is also, you can think of your own ways of going creative, so that way. And you can try with less this size that you see. You can actually try the less and add more intricate beads and try how it looks. And also you can try with, if you have there's if you fold it twice, so I think fashion designing students, they can understand this fold quickly, the pleat, because these pleats I have seen in the garments. And then oh yeah, this is basically the U-shaped pleat. Okay, U pattern U, right? See, and if you see, it looks like this. So some dresses would actually have this kind of patterns, right, or the pleats. So this is one kind of pattern that you can make, by making folds from this side and this side, and repeat. So you'll get more amazing tessellation patterns with this. So this is, I'm just going to show linear folds and patterns, linear pleats. So since it's just a basic folds and for beginners, I'm not going to into too details and more complex. Maybe in my next videos I can go more in detail. Okay, so okay, with this pattern I can show you one more popular fold, which is zigzag fold, or mainly it is called Miura fold. Miura, it is named after a person who invented it. So you take the linear pattern. You can actually, first I'll show the manual method. So you can just diagonally, you give a slanted fold on this paper, slanted fold. I'm just adding one more slanted fold, and then after opening, you start making this mountain. So by securing it, I'm making this mountain. So bottom one I'm making mountain crease, and top one I'll go for valley folds. Okay, so basically the zigzag, the top one is valley fold I'm creating, and then the bottom one. So I already got the creases, pre-creasing pattern, and now I'm going to secure them with the mountain to create the pattern that is desired. So you have to use your fingers and give a certain amount of pressure to create a tessellation like that, the zigzag one. Again, some people also call it V pleat pattern. So first I came to know about this while I was reading about Japanese origami and traditional all about origami. So I got to know about this famous person Miura, and these folds are also used by NASA space stations in their some of their models for satellite. So it's very amazing story it has. The applications of these folds are it's very amazing to know how differently you can imagine with just this simple fold. With simple folds can actually solve such a big problem or such a give amazing result, to make a simple folds for satellite to expand the wings or expand the plates of satellites like that. So applications are I think uncountable, I must say. So you can actually think of amazing folds with this basic folds, just so if you see this is, so if I repeat this fold below this, so you get again amazing tessellation. So now I'm going to show you the folds that I made earlier. And so before moving here in London, while moving to from India to London, it was very difficult to take all my models here. So some of the models I secured, so I'll show you that. So I actually turned them into flat sheets because I wanted to have just a very compact dabba, this box I had. And actually I can again fold it into its original model shape. Right now I'm just keeping it like that. So these are all my explorations that I made with this pattern. So you can see I wanted to show you the folds, so that's why I'm showing only this box. So diagonal folds are also there. Today I just showed you the linear folds. With diagonal fold as well, you can go more creative, and it will be amazing for decorations. So for more complex ones, so after watching this video, you can actually check out my other basic paper folding videos, and also other complex tessellation videos. So there is one playlist, basic origami and paper folding. So you can go in that and check all my videos on this. I showed all these patterns. Some of the patterns are there, these patterns, and then this is, you can see this model is also there, how to make this model. That video is also there, you can check. So I keep exploring, and there are like lots of folds and papers that I have right now. Yeah, there are two more boxes. So if you can see, this one I wanted to show you. This is also used Miura fold. Basically this one is the map was folded into one pocket size paper. I used big size of paper to make this fold, just to show you. It can be opened flat sheet to see the map. So there was a redesign of the map to show the entire map like this, and just fold into one small compact this folded thing, and you can actually keep it in your pocket. It's amazing design which is done by Miura. And so here how simple it is. So I wanted to show you these folds. Okay, so mountain and valley, and just it repeats, and the angle of the folds are less, so that it folds into almost into a square or rectangular form, pocket sized form. So you can actually do amazing things with this basic paper folds and the folding types of origami. So now I'm going to show you one model. So since this video is for beginners, I'm going to show you, like, first everybody starts with the origami paper crane. So I'm going to show you in this video that one. So I'm taking A4 sheet. So I'm just thinking, if you also have A4 sheet, so I'll start like that. You can follow along with me when you're doing, if you're doing. Okay, so if you can pause the video and take the paper sheet which you have at home, and come and then take any size. If length is more, you can take like that, and just fold it into a the diagonal fold, and then just remove excess part of it. So everybody starts with this traditional model of origami crane. So it is considered very auspicious to make a model in ancient Chinese, Japanese. So once I have this diagonal fold, I'm going to fold one more fold over here. One more fold. This paper is not exactly square, I think, right now, but yeah, I'll try with this. Okay, now since I already have this line over here, I take the reference of that and see the hand. We'll actually expand this paper and align this side over here, and then align this line and this line together. Make a fold. Okay, and then flip over, and then fold this side here, and then open it again and align the center line with this outside center line together. Okay, now take this flap, fold it here, first I wanted to show you this. So you should get this kind of first primary fold. Okay, and once you get that, you have to take the bottom part of it and then you fold here, align this side to here. Okay, do same with the other side, and then open it and fold. You get point over here and point over here. By taking those reference, you fold this down by aligning this corner on the corner on the center line. Okay, and give really nice fold. Okay, because we require that fold, a proper fold over there. Then you open it. So basically I'm going to make a petal fold. Okay, so let's make a petal fold, and then nicely you fold over here, and repeat the same thing on the other side. Flip over and then fold here. And fold the other side. Open. You already have that fold, so you don't require to fold again like that. Okay, so open it, secure this, and then slowly, by securing the folds back, make sure you have all of them, all these folds nicely together. And then align nicely properly, and then secure your folds properly. Okay, once you will have this. Okay, so this should be on top, always remember, before following the next step. Okay, this should be on top from your side. So now you fold this bottom side like this. So you carefully fold from the corner to corner. And fold from the other side as well. So you make a perfect model when you align them properly, line to line and corner to corner. So that's a secret of all the origami models that you make. And make sure all the corners and lines are aligned, and this piece is divided into half properly here as well. So once all the sides are done, both sides are done, I'm going to just make sure this is still on the top, the mountain like a shape here is still on the top. Now I show you, you get one line here like this slanted line. So parallel to that you need one more line. Imagine there is one line, and parallel to that you make one fold here. So you can see that now. See, I made parallel to this line, I made one line. Same on the other side as well. Same parallel to that. Okay. So you made two lines over here. Yeah. Now when you fold them up like this, and then after folding, open it and make reverse fold. So this model is, I think, combination of all the folds that I showed you in the first section, first part of this video, in the basic types of origami models. So here as well, reverse fold. This is inside reverse fold. Okay, once you make this, you have to basically you get the wings. This is the back side part, and this is the tail, and this is the head part. So you fold down like this, open it, and then make reverse fold again. So crane usually have a long beak, so you can use that way. So you can fold according to that, and then fold this wing till here, flip it and fold this wing here. Just make sure you align this wings corners here in the down, and then give a nice press, and then You open them and adjust them like this, and you have this crane paper model ready. Okay, so this is your first, congratulations, you have your first origami model with you and which you made. So congratulations on your first model, and thank you for making it along with me. And if you have not, you try, repeat, go back and try again. And just let me know if you have any comments, any queries in the comment section. And this video is just for 1 hour, so I'm going to close this video and close this live stream. And you can definitely ask me any queries, and you can again see me in my next live session. And I'm also going to upload more videos, so please subscribe so that you can get more videos and information about origami, paper art, paper model, and paper cutting. Okay, paper engineering. So just subscribe if you like my videos, like my work. Ask any questions that you have on YouTube. So till then, goodbye. Thank you, Amma. Amma is here in my live streaming. Thank you so much. Okay, bye. Stop streaming. I'm stopping this now. A second. Okay, thank you so much.